Hi, my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, intuitive messenger, and an author. And so this reading is for February 2024 for numerological life path 1. So this, if your life path is number is 1, this reading is for you. If you're here, I'm going to assume that you know how to get your life path number. But if you don't, add up all the numbers in your actual birthday. January 1st, 1983. If that's your birthday, add all of those up and you will get your life path number. Okay. So I pulled the cards, received a message from Spirit to pull 5 cards. And this message is for life path number 1 for February of 2024. So we're going to begin. And so the signifier card for you this month is the King of Cups. Very, very interesting. The King of Cups just came up in the collective reading I did for February of 2024. So this is coming up for life path number 1. The first card is the King of Cups. So we're entering the month with that as metaphorically you, okay? And the obstacle for your month is the Fool. Okay, so let's see where we're going with this. Interesting. So the King of Cups has to do with emotional stability, a mature energy, an energy of wisdom when it comes to emotions, being able to balance things. But it's crossed by now the Fool. And the Fool has to do with new beginnings and then also being reckless. And so since it's an obstacle position, since it's an obstacle position, that's kind of like it's reversed. So maybe you're not having the energy of wanting to start things over again or have a new beginning, which can make sense. New beginnings can be hard for people. Interesting. And then we're bringing the seven of swords energy, which is called like the thief in the night. I'll say more about that in a minute. So yep. So then we have the 7 of swords, and that's like the thief in the night card. It's kind of like a sneaky card. So we'll say more about that. The next card we get is the Empress. So and she's showing up here. So interesting, life path 1. I have 2 major arcana out of 4 cards. So we're still going to see how this goes. Okay, and then it's ending with the 4 of wands. So we're going to see what Spirit has to say about this. Okay, for life path 1. So Spirit is saying there's some new emotional energy that you have resisted cultivating. There's some new emotional energy you have resisted cultivating. And so, yes, you have this wisdom here of being the King of Cups, but Spirit is saying that you need to have a new beginning because it's coming up as an obstacle. So this is something that you've been resisting. This is like something that you've been resisting or something that you may have not been wanting to accept. I see. And so with the 7 of swords, it's kind of coming up as you have not really wanted to be the 7 of swords. It's called a sneaky card. But for me, when it comes up, it's kind of the person who's interested in kind of going down their own path and doing things their own way. And Spirit is saying there may be some parts of you that may have not wanted to listen to your intuition, may not have wanted to listen to your guidance, may not have wanted to forge a new path in a new direction. So a lot of times when this comes up in a reading, some people say it's a bad card or it means somebody's doing something to you, but that's not how I interpret it. And that's not what it's coming through now. It's coming through if there's a way, like there's a shift that needs to be made. There's some other ways that you need to listen to your intuition and connect with yourself that you're currently not doing. There's a message that you've been resistant in receiving. That's what I'm receiving. There's a message you have been resistant in receiving. And then the Empress energy here is, So the Empress is here. And when the Empress shows up, she's the energy of expansion, fertility, growth. And so what I'm receiving here is that if you stop resisting whatever this is, you know, whatever this new beginning is that you've maybe not wanted to have, this energy blockage, if you've not wanted to have a new beginning, you've maybe not wanted to, you know, go your own way, think about things from your own perspective and not tune into your intuition about certain things. The Empress is here to encourage you to grow in a new direction because the Empress is all about growth. The Empress is all about growth. She's all about prosperity, expansion, and things like that. But, if you're not willing to have a new perspective and you're limiting yourself as far as connecting to yourself in a different way, then how are you going to grow? He's not going, this is not this, but this is a card of growth. And they're saying for you, number one, growth is possible. Growth is possible. Having an expansion is possible. And that it would really help you. And that, excuse me, the last card is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands has to do about stability and structure, I see. And so what Spirit is saying is that you need to pay more attention to yourself this month, number one, because you need to begin developing some new stability and structure in your life. Because it's like you're blocking yourself in certain ways because there's certain maybe truths or ideas, or maybe like there's some work ahead that you really, really didn't want to do. And Spirit is calling on you now to do it. You can't keep sticking your head in the sand about whatever this thing is that you've been challenged with. Because yes, this is how you're feeling. You're feeling like you are emotionally stable, things are fine, everything's going well. But Spirit is saying that's not actually true because there's some things you're blocked energetically because the Fool is the first card in the tarot, and he is showing up as a place where you are blocked. So there's an energy of having a fresh start that you're missing. You're not open to having a fresh start, and you're not open to charting a new path for yourself, going in a different direction, because you're kind of you've kind of been too steadfast in your own thinking. You've been thinking about things in a certain way for so long, which is very much a one energy, right? Makes sense now, right? So ones are very much like, I know what to do. I'm going to do it this way. No one needs to tell me what to do. I know everything. No shade, but let's be honest, right? And so I'm just going to do it my own way. And so Spirit is saying that you need to shift your perspective, because if you don't shift your perspective, you're not going to be able to connect into a deeper source of yourself. Because if you do connect to a deeper source of yourself, I feel like this card can go either way for you. If you do it intentionally, it can expand some things in a positive way. Or if you keep resisting, this energy of the Empress will expand the resistance. I hope that makes sense. So if you keep resisting making the changes that you need to make, the Empress will expand the energy of resistance. But if you go into it and open yourself and allow yourself to shift your perspective, to be open to a new beginning, to be open to your intuition, the Empress will expand that energy, the energy of openness, of intuition, of further connection. That's what Spirit's trying to say. Yes. Okay. And then if you do option number two, then you will begin laying a new foundation for yourself. Because the fours are foundational cards. They're about laying the foundation, a foundation for a new beginning. And so that's what I'm getting here. Because you got two cards of beginnings. So this card is saying you're blocked, but this card is saying in a beginning is still possible. So, okay, there we have it. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Spirit is saying, don't be afraid of new beginnings. New beginnings are the purpose for why we're here. We're constantly in a new beginning. This is why part of the reason that we come into a physical body. But we can be in our humanness so much that we get very stuck in our head and our own ideas. Very much so. Okay. And when we get stuck in our head and our own ideas, that can block us from really, really perceiving what the journey's about, what we're supposed to be doing, and just allowing things to unfold. Especially with ones, like your idea is not always the right or best idea. Like, y'all are awesome people. A lot of initiating energy. That's the energy of the one. A lot of initiating energy, right? A lot of individual going forward. I'm going to create, I'm going to chart this path. But sometimes you can be in your head too much and you miss, you know, place where you can begin again, a place where you can connect with your intuition, a way you can expand in a different direction, um, a ways that you can have a new foundation, because you can resist those things because they're not what you had in mind. And ones can be very stuck on their plan and how they see things going. But I'm saying, and the cards are saying, be open to a new beginning, be open to charting a new path, open yourself to shifting your perspective. So yeah, is there anything else for it? Just to be open to charting a new path, shifting your perspective, and just be open to new beginnings. Whatever new beginning is opening for you in the month one, just be open to it. Don't resist it, and don't get in your stubbornness and be like, I don't want to, because this is not what I said, how I saw it going. Ones can be very much in that whole I don't want to energy, even if it's clearly obvious you should, because that would be the thing that would be in your best interest. Again, no shade. I'm just saying. Okay, so we're gonna pull the angel message for you. One, I love ones. I have a lot of ones in my own chart. There's no shade, no shade, no shade at all. But it's not any of my 5 core numbers. Thank God. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay. Angels, what message? One card for number one. One card for one. Okay, one. Change and transition. Archangel Azriel. Beautiful. Thank you, Azriel, for leading me safely through this change. This reading was all about change. And I think that's what we're going to call this reading. Number one, embracing change. Let me write that down before I forget. Embracing change. Don't be stubborn, one. Don't be resistant. Okay? Don't be stubborn. Don't be resistant. Okay. Change and transition. Archangel Azriel. Thank you, Azriel, for leading me safely through this change. And let's see what Azriel has to say about this. You're going through some changes right now, and you may not be enjoying them. But please be assured that they are for your highest good. Change is a natural process, what I just said. And we are constantly moving through different levels of development and experiences so we can grow. Don't be so rigid. Allow yourself to relax, knowing that the angels are supporting you through these changes. I'm sorry. Okay, so I apologize for the coughing earlier. I had to take a break because I had a complete coughing fit. So my apologies. So change is a natural process, and we are constantly moving through different levels of development and experience so we can grow. Allow yourself to relax, knowing that the angels are supporting you through these changes. Expanded interpretation. Change can be a challenging process, especially if you fight it. And so that's definitely what a lot of this reading was about, embracing change and not fighting it. Know that you are supportive at this time, as the changes really are bringing blessings into your life. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this. Okay. Change can be a challenging process, especially if you fight it. Know that you are supported at this time and that changes really are bringing blessings into your life. You may be faced with a feeling of fear and not knowing what the next stage is, but there are plenty of doors opening and opportunities being presented to you. Allow yourself to let go and welcome the new and exciting life energy that is being brought into your life, which makes sense because we have the Empress, and she brings a lot of good energy, and she can, but she also expands things. So she may expand something you don't want to be expanded. So it's better to step into the energy of openness and willingness, because this is a positive card. The outcome is positive. The outcome is a beautiful change and a new foundation being laid, a new foundation being laid that can be very positive. And so this resonates with the overall energy of the reading. You may be faced with the feeling of fear and not knowing what the next stage is, but there are plenty of doors opening and opportunities being presented to you. Allow yourself to let go and welcome the new and exciting energy life is bringing to you. So let go, one. Allow this new energy to come into your life, because this is what the card's showing. A new energy wants to come in. But since the Fool came up in the obstacle position, it's like you're not allowing the new energy to come in, and like you're not allowing a new beginning to take place. You're blocking this energy because you're trying to, you know, stay in that old same energy that you were in before. But the Empress is saying, no, you need to expand and grow in a new direction so that you can have a new prosperous foundation. So just a little bit about Archangel Azrael. Azrael's name means he who helps God. He's the angel who guides us through the process of transition. With his phoenix-like energy, he helps us to rise from the ashes of our challenges to be reborn and positive again. He has a close link with mediums and is the angel who lovingly guides us to the other side at the time of our passing. He is strong, but loving and supportive. Call on Archangel Azrael to help guide you through change in a peaceful and loving way. So the angels are here with you as always. They're always here. They're always around. Call on Archangel Azrael to help you with this change and the transitioning, this change and transition, and being open to a new beginning. One, don't be afraid of a new beginning, because this energy of expansion could be in your best interest. But don't fight it, because if you fight it, you're going to make it more difficult, and you may not like what you get as a result of fighting it. I'll just say that. So again, I'm not at the point where I can edit videos, so I'm not going to be editing out a little bit where I cough. So I apologize for my coughing fit. But just bear with me, and I hope you made it to the end. So my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, intuitive messenger, and an author. And I would like to invite you to leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Let me know if it resonated with you. Let me know what landed. Let me know your thoughts, impressions, interpretations. Just really sit with everything, one. And I just want to say, just don't fight it. So if you like what you saw, please, or like what you saw or heard, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will hope to see you again next month without coughing fit. You take care and have a wonderful day.